Our white van meandered its way through the broken West Virginia landscape and pulled up alongside Jim's avocado-colored house. As the doors opened, we poured out with hammers in hand. We were 8 teenagers on a week-long service project to repair the homes of the less fortunate residing in the Appalachian Mountains. The area seemed to contradict itself, for it held so much beauty yet housed so much poverty. Maybe we hailed ourselves as being able to serve those people in need. I do not think we ever imagined that what they could give us would perhaps be more valuable than any services we could render. We rotated jobs as we basked in the southern sun. Some of us scraped and painted windows, while others stained the deck or worked on the roof. All the while, Jim sat in a lawn chair observing us, the kindest of old men, only too sorry that he could not labor alongside us on the ladders. We passed time with inside jokes and songs, truly enjoying ourselves regardless of the tedium of treating window after window, as Jim just silently observed. As the clock neared noon, we took our lunch break in the shade of a small tree in Jim's front yard. Sam, our moderator, planted Jim's chair beside us and announced that since he was eager to help in any way possible, Jim would lead us in a before-meal prayer. He kept it succinct, and we all began to eat. "Let me tell you a story," he then began, and from the pit of his humble heart, he began to unravel his 80-some-odd years for us. He was a school teacher and a baseball coach who had a loyal dog named Pretty Face. He told of old hunting expeditions in the mountains, where his life was almost lost to a bear, and he talked of conquering a rattlesnake, even showing us the rattles. Then, his cavernous eyes just wandered off as if he was no longer talking solely for our benefit, but more for his own. He described that day his dog died, as fat tears rolled down his weathered cheeks, and he gripped the end of his cane. He recalled her loyalty to the end, with one last thump of the tail, looking up at him. Pretty Face passed on. He remembered his wife gazing up at him much the same way seconds before her death. He always affectionately called his wife Mama, and he told of how she'd always stay up until the small hours of the morning to bake the bread for the next day, while he, often tired from a long day of teaching or hunting, would retire to bed. "Why didn't I just stay up with her?" he said in a distant voice, as his eyes gazed beyond us. "Why couldn't I have just taken that extra time? Why?" I remember how profoundly those words rang inside of me. Here was a man brimming with wisdom and reflections on his life, telling me to make the most of mine, to take that extra time with those I love. I was inspired. I was mesmerized by this extraordinary old man that I had thought I was helping. Jim's house was not a job at all. It was a classroom. Can't Be Man, submitted by Olive O'Sullivan. Thank you.
Peach, what did you like about that? I liked it. I liked it too.
Yay.